welcome to the Doctor Who Adventure Games, made by the BBC. Please ignore my first LP didn't work out so well. Let's just leave it at that.
Can you?
These are made by Sumo Digital. You familiar with them?
I love all their games.
Grand Theft Auto 5 kart racing game, Sonic Kart.
Have they ever worked on a sumo game?
But this game is terrible. We'll be playing the first episode.
I'd like to see something before I judge it.
The thing is that the BBC it's like an institution of the government, right? You do politics. You
Not really.
Well, they have to give.
1960.
Something about the way they do it means they give it away for free,
The year you bought that.
and it really shows that. I don't know how much budget they had.
Beatles play in 1963, but the Ice Age is only a click away on the dial.
Even the voices sound weird.
Is it them? Is it their voices?
Yes, the actual voice actors. Matt Smith actually does a good job.
Well, he's a good actor.
As a sexy drummer.
You know,
At least Amy's still doing sexy eyes about John Lennon. 1963 is actually when Doctor Who first came out.
First two albums. Sean Connery is.
Wow, is that gonna play a point? Is that gonna do a thing?
No.
Is it gonna be like a time warp paradox?
No.
Out there, London is the coolest.
I guess
place,
it's just because.
But the whole galaxy.
So they go in the 1963.
No.
This looks a lot like 1963 London.
And they find.
Did you get this wrong? Maybe this is like 29
Whoa.
or something.
This is Manchester.
Something terrible has happened.
But how? What?
This game happened.
Who?
And it's awful.
People saw this game and thought,
At least the style isn't that bad. Oh, this convenient tabloid.
Doctor,
That's,
look.
Get down.
why are they just chumming it up with their arm around the shoulder? They're on imminent death, and
He
they're
does
just
that
like,
a lot. He
"Alright,
does,
buddy."
He does touch her a lot in this. It's quite noticeable.
Do you think this was commissioned by Matt Smith just to have a mocap reason to touch her?
I think Phil Ford is the one that wrote all of these episodes except for one. He is a Doctor Who. He did write Doctor Who before. I don't know exactly, but these are all canonical. The producer of the show from season 5 onwards said that these count as canonical.
Wow. We're in for a treat.
Well, it matters to some people. I don't know why they would stand behind it so strongly. They even got Daleks to go around Sheffield and tell people the date it was coming out. It's like the shittest Daleks ever.
Well, that explosion did some damage.
So that Dalek, if you miss it, that Dalek said she's the last surviving human. Just some random person.
Just some lady. She had completely normal clothes on as well.
Yeah, doesn't even show the dirt. This is only medium quality, but even in high quality, which I played it on originally, but for recording purposes.
It's like in super high res.
I mean, I like the cartoony style and everything. I think it kind of fits
Down a
in.
manhole. We need to find her.
So as you go around, there's facts. I don't really get all the facts because they're boring.
History.
It's just like, London buses. Okay. Pause it and read it if you want. There is collectible cards, which are a bit more interesting because they're Doctor Who related. But they're mostly not good.
Now, I haven't watched Doctor Who in a good 3 years. So,
This is the first... this was at the same time Matt Smith's first series was happening.
yeah.
So there are just these cards about, and you kind of walk about and you have to get to things, and then this happens, which is my favorite bit,
Stop. Look
and
out
is
that
very
dial.
prominent in this
Maybe we can
episode at
avoid
least.
it if we're careful.
Doctor Who's well known for his stealth.
Oh, yes. Metal Gear Who.
It's literally just crouching and running, and the shittest Daleks ever. Apparently, they show where they see, and they do not see far.
Perhaps we
I think this is quite a big design. How did all of humanity die when you can see their exact site of...
And I don't think I do it in this video, but if they see you, you can still run away. It's not like you even lose.
Perhaps that
You know,
taxi
once they
is much
conquered Earth, they were
about
just
it.
kind of like, you know,
Perhaps the taxi.
budget cuts. We can't be affording to chase after everyone.
That woman escaped down a perhaps that woman escaped down a manhole. We
And
need
then
to
once you get up
find
here, oh, no need for stealth anymore. Even though the Daleks are just over there. Look at them. They can't see.
They're
for
very
shit.
short-sighted.
Perhaps we can.
There's no opticians in
This
We need to use
1963.
this
smash
taxi.
through that barrier. And
Cue
give me a
dramatic
hand.
music.
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
That did a lot.
Exactly elegant, but it did
I love how the dramatic music just cuts out. It's like, bam. Oh,
I said I wanted to
okay.
meet the Beatles. I meant the band.
That's the only orchestral music, and they hired an orchestra just for that.
No, this is that's from the TV show, so they didn't.
BBC, Jesus.
Ah, the door's locked. No problem. Sonic screwdriver. You have to use your sonic screwdriver on a lot of things instead of just clicking
You're
them.
going to find on the underground: rats, dinosaurs, yetis.
You click them and it says like, this needs a sonic boost,
Woman we
and then you
saw
just,
must be around
you
here
just
somewhere.
yeah.
Ah, there you are. Hello. Calm down. We're
He's a very awkward man.
How can I trust you?
Do we look like Daleks? Us humans have to stick together.
I'm the doctor, by the way.
And I'm Amy.
last surviving human.
Tell me what happened. When did the
She looks
Daleks
pretty
get
battle
here?
scarred now.
Yeah, she looks like she's been through a
How
lot.
come you know?
She still has a
They're
scarf.
on the earth. the whole
If there's any symbol of like
Sort of been away.
being completely safe and secure, it's having a scarf.
Just tell us, please.
Nobody's ever been through some shit and
Like
had a
a hole
scarf.
in it.
I love
Legions
this.
of Daleks flying out of it. So many they
Look
tell
at the
us
blatant
it's
copy
dark.
paste.
It's just bees.
Thousands and thousands of them. Thousands.
Oh, they got the cameraman. Bravest cameraman.
He just took a photo for Instagram and it was just a flash. Dalek Instagram.
So in some instances you can talk to people and it's just you go through the options until it stops.
The exterminate filter.
You learn fast when you have to.
You've done pretty well on your own. One woman army.
And there
One
are no
woman
other
army.
survivors.
Are there moral choices in this
Against the
game?
Daleks.
What is even her
They
aim?
destroyed everything.
The last survivor. She's not really doing anything. She just goes in the here and then runs about.
She's waiting for a train, man.
Last human being. That's
You
what
can't
Daleks
rely
say.
on these
Was wrong about that,
tubes.
wasn't it? There's you two.
So does this have a Mass Effect style
Never had the power to change
Paragon?
time
You can romance
Strange time.
absolutely
What are you
everyone.
talking about?
everything as
I'm
well?
barely hanging on to my sanity
A
as it
war?
is.
Get in there.
Listen to me, Sylvia. This was not supposed to have happened. 1963 was followed by 1964 and a whole lot more
Good
years
math,
after that.
buddy.
I have to stop whatever the Daleks have done to make this happen.
Look, it isn't safe to stay here.
Really,
If
they
you want
should
to
have
stay alive now, you
immediately
have
just
to keep
gone
on the
to
move.
the thing in the
Let me check
TARDIS.
ahead. These
Just
times
gone
are
back
dangerous.
about
This whole
a
trip was
week.
unnecessary because this doesn't matter when they change time to be fixed. None of this happens anyway.
I think it just got even
So
more
dangerous.
dangerous.
It starts you off facing the wrong way in a
Sylvia's
second.
safe. The Daleks can't
But it's
see
kind of
it,
good
but
because
we're
I see.
going
Look, he just
to
jerks it
Matt,
down
stop.
again.
going to get
Stop that, Matt.
So
No
here
wonder
it's
they got a new
stealth
doctor.
Again. There's some kind of yellow option which is meant to happen when you get close, so you have to be quiet. But the card is right by this Dalek. It doesn't even happen once. I mean, look at that. Look at that.
Well,
The
humans
most
must be an
stationary
awful.
Daleks.
We need to catch up with Sylvia. Why don't we hide behind these sandbags?
There are sandbags there. They can't see over sandbags.
Oh, yeah, of
how
course.
Far, like, height doesn't matter.
Is there kryptonite?
No, that's not how. That's not that.
Can you stealth kill Daleks?
Yes, you snap their neck. You don't. You don't do that.
Call me,
That doesn't-
motherfucker.
Amy's kind of a liability sometimes.
Why don't we hide behind
Is
these
there like hit
sandbags?
detection on her for like
Yes,
the view?
if they start shooting, they will shoot her. So it makes it harder to run away. I almost missed this card here, but then I remembered.
Can she get caught in the like the field of view?
I think she can.
Oh damn! This is like hard mode.
There are some bits where you don't have her, and they're the best bits.
Stop! The track is electrified.
Then we need to reroute the power somehow and fast.
Huh. Wonder if this box.
I love how they didn't consider like how electricity works, because you've been walking across metal for the last 5 minutes.
No, only this bit. This is one of those puzzles where you have to connect things to other things. But for some reason, it's got like an invisible grid thing, obviously.
Wow.
So you have to do it, but it doesn't like sometimes it's really picky. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling sometimes to actually make it go where I want it to go. It's pretty easy though. Success.
Now it's safe.
You should have just got a Nikita and just fired it through. Metal Gear.
Hurry,
Tracer.
Doctor. The exit. Hurry, Doctor. Hurry, Doctor.
She's too
Hurry,
fast.
Hurry, Doctor.
Run!
The exit is just there. Hurry, Doctor.
Close it. Close. Oh.
There's this thing you can examine here. She set a booby trap because apparently she knows all about how to set booby traps with dynamite and stuff now, even though she has not a scratch upon
There
her.
you go, Amy.
I just need to set this trap.
Hurry. Sylvia.
Oh, I haven't really mentioned how the movement is really clunky. He kind of accelerates for a while, and it encourages you to use the mouse to move too, which is just awful.
Well, that was awful.
She's dead.
Got to get back.
I love how the doctor's just like, no.
He's seen a lot of bad things, that's why. He's been through time and
But
space.
none of this will happen if you do good. So what's even the problem? I read online some places when I was looking up about this game that a lot of people find this section really hard. Those people are probably idiots, because this is like the easiest shit. Look at all these Daleks. They've changed their patrols to make this bit harder. Oh no, what am I going to do? Just run past.
I think Kojima would be inspired by
There's
this.
no yellow bits. Maybe it's because this is the first part of the game, the first act, as it were. So it's easier. It does get harder later on, but sometimes you just better off running through.
Doctor.
Amy.
She's been breathing all that London smog.
It's going to be all right.
I felt so weird.
It's going to be all right, Amy. I promise you. If I can analyze the time and place that the Daleks altered.
This felt
time-
really weird when that lady died. It's felt kind of awkward about it, you know?
Humanity is destroyed.
You know, somebody died back there.
The
I'm gonna take a second.
But we have to act quickly.
So the TARDIS is stopping her from disappearing
Source
for a
of the
little
Daleks'
bit.
time meddling in Skaro. Planet of the Daleks.
And we have to go to where the Dalek planet is, because we do.
Come on, Doctor.
This was advertised as taking place in 1963 London, but only really that barely 15 minutes takes place there, so... The rest is just metal corridors and Daleks.
Sounds a lot like my vacation in Spain.
Yeah, so look forward to the next part of Doctor Who and the adventure games and the City Dalek part 2.
I can't.
Coming soon to theatres near you. It's just like a real episode though.
More like Doctor When.